What's up everybody, Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today from Star Wars The Black Series, we are taking a look at KESTIS from Jedi Survivor. This is the latest Gaming Greats figure, the first non-exclusive Gaming Greats. This is a mainline figure, so no longer are Gaming Greats strictly GameStop exclusive. And I'm super stoked to have this figure in hand already. And so here we are. It is in plastic-free packaging. You do get the Gaming Greats logo right there. It is the Gaming Greats blue. We have a nice render of the figure on the front. Here is the side mural art. That looks really nice. On the back of the box, we have a bio right here if you want to pause it and read it. Cal is the 17th figure in the Gaming Greats line. We also have the little stat on the side here. You can see Cal is 6 inches and comes with a lightsaber, a blaster, and BD1. Finally, we have a barcode on the bottom here. So let's go ahead and jump into the accessories, and then we'll look at the figure itself. We'll start things off here with Cal's lightsaber. This is actually a brand new sculpt. Here it is with the original saber, and you can see that they are pretty different. Now this version of the saber is just a plain gray with a little black on the hilt. We have a small peg on the bottom there for weapon storage. And just like always, the blade is removable. And then you just peg it right on Cal's belt. We also get a blaster this time around. This is something new that we haven't seen Cal use before, but it's kind of a Western revolver style weapon. Definitely Old West vibes going on here, but it is really nicely painted. I love the silver and brown here, and the sculpt work is really nicely detailed. And Cal also has a holster to keep it on his side. And the last accessory here is BD1. This is the same exact sculpt that we have gotten with the other two Cals. Although the paint apps here have been slightly updated, this is the original, and here is the new one. Oh, you can actually see the new one is missing some paint details the old one had. Oh no! So it looks like we're getting a little bit of a downgrade here with BD. Those inner leg wires are not painted this time around, and the 2 red dots there on the face too. What a bummer. It still does look really nice though, and I think Hasbro really nailed BD on the first go here, so I don't mind the reuse. And then unfortunately another major bummer here is that there's no place for BD to really peg into the back of Cal. You know, on the original figure I kind of like used to slide the foot up into the vest right here, and you could get BD to sort of stay there. And then what I thought was awesome was on the orange jumpsuit, they just included a little slot here for the foot, and that made it really easy to have BD on the back. So yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't do that again with this figure, because as it stands, there's no way to get BD to stay on his back. But moving on, we have Cal here out of the packaging, and he does look really nice this time around. We get another brand new figure here. Absolutely no reuse this time around. I also think the head sculpt is much improved over the original Cal releases. And we even do get a little bit of paint on the figure, which is surprising at this point for a standard mainline release. So let's go ahead and get the figure off the stand and we'll take a closer look. Alright, and starting off up close and personal, look at what an improvement this head is. It's definitely a little shiny, but the likeness to Cameron Monaghan is almost spot on this time around. I mean, just take a look at these side by side. Really doesn't even look like the same character anymore. Initially, I thought that this figure was going to be a little bit light on the facial hair details because in all of the trailers, Cal definitely has more of a beard look going on, but it was recently revealed that there are tons of customization options for the hair and facial hair for Cal. So it's pretty obvious to me that they just had to pick one look and this is the way they went with it. He has a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, so he looks a little bit older, which is nice. And then, yeah, moving on to the details of his costume here, it is a rubber piece overlay with a little bit of blue and yellow paint. We also have some silver paint on his arm and even painted belt details, just a little bit of silver and bronze there. However, once we get to the legs, you can see that the unpainted details are present as well. There's like some bullets right there. I'm sure should be painted. But the sculpt work still continues throughout, and it is excellent and looks pretty accurate to the default costume in the game. There's some more sculpted bits that I'm sure could be painted as well, but it's not really a surprise. I'm actually more surprised that we did get the blue, yellow, and silver that we see here, but that doesn't take away from this figure just being an absolutely fantastic sculpt. I think it really looks like Cal from the upcoming game, and being that it is a modern Black Series figure, you already know that it is filled with that awesome modern Black Series articulation, so let's run through that real quick. Okay, so we have the double neck peg head here that looks up a pretty decent amount and looks down pretty far as well. We also get complete rotation of the head. The shoulders do move all the way out here, really nice range, and they can rotate around. And he also has butterfly joints as well, and these are really nice and freed up. You already know the two-handed posing is going to be really nice. The arms are single jointed elbows, but you do get more than 90 degrees here, and they also swivel. And we have one gripping hand with a vertical hinge and rotation, and we also have a trigger finger hand with rotation and a vertical hinge. So really nice that they went double vertical here on Cal. We do have just a slight crunch here, really not much going on, just a little bit forward and a little bit back. Of course, you get rotation here and side to side as well. The legs can kick out just about that far, so actually a little limited here in my opinion. I guess they can go out a little bit further, you just gotta work at it there. So yeah, not too bad. We also have a single knee here that rotates. And can't forget about the thigh swivel as well. And finally, down to the feet, they do move down very far. They go up a decent amount, and he has ankle pivot. With that being said, you know you can get some really nice butter smooth lightsaber poses with this new Cal. So of course that also means posing with the blaster is super easy and a dream as well. This new Cal here is super dynamic. Now let's move on to some comparisons. First up here we have the original Cals. And yeah, I think it's safe to say this new one absolutely blows the other two out of the water. I would honestly love to see an updated Jedi Fallen Order Cal now, because I love that costume, but the head just does not look good. And here's Cal with some of the enemies he will be facing off in this brand new game. We have the KX security droid. Oh my gosh. And the B1 battle droid. Following that up with the Riot Scout here and the Night Brother Warrior. And lastly, a quick BD1 comparison here. Overall, the brand new Jedi Survivor Cal Kestis is pretty damn excellent. We do have just a few minor gripes. BD1 is missing a few paint apps this time around, and I think not having a way to mount the droid on the back of the figure was a huge mistake as well. Other than that though, this figure is really firing on all cylinders, really nicely detailed, and does have some fantastic articulation as well. I really hope we get to see some different Cal variations as well, because it looks like the game is going to have a ton of options, and I say bring them all on. The game looks amazing, and I am incredibly hyped. So with that in mind, I would definitely recommend picking up this figure as well. I know a lot of people missed out on the original Cal anyways, and now it is quite valuable, so why not just grab this one to have that character representation on the shelf. I know people have also gotten their orders fulfilled from Entertainment Earth, so this figure and the rest of the wave should be dropping any day now, so I would stay on the lookout on those online retailers first, because who knows when these will actually pop up in store. So there you have it. There was my review. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Consider supporting us directly via our channel membership. There is a link for that and a small collection of merch down in the bio of this video. Special thank you and big shout out to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for simply watching. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement, and I will see you next time.